Hey everybody, today we're going to be learning how to draw Christ calming the stormy sea. So first we're going to learn how to draw a boat, and then the storm, and then we're going to learn how to draw it calm. So first things first, pull out your pencil, and I'm going to be drawing with a marker, but let's go. The ship should take about 7 steps, and then we'll draw the rest. So let's start out with the boat. So grab your pencil, and we're going to draw as straight as line as we can near the center of the page. And let's see if we can do it. Just draw a nice straight line, the best you can. That's step 1. Step 2 is we're going to connect these two ends with a smiley face shape. So here's step 2, almost like a watermelon. All right, now step 3, we're going to try to find the center of the boat and draw a line straight up for the mast. So if you can, try to measure whatever the middle is or just eyeball it, and you'll go straight up. This is step number 3. Now step number 4 is we're going to draw the same line just to the right of it. So we're going to make the mast a little have some thickness to it. So I'm just going to go right next to it and draw straight up, and I'm going to connect that. That's the same as it's very easy. So I'm going to connect that as the step 4. Now step 5 is we're going to draw a triangle sail. So we're just going to draw a line going down. Okay, that's step 5. And then step 6 is we're just going to get that point, and we're going to connect it to the mast. So we're just going to draw it over. That's step 6. All right, now step 7 is I'm going to draw 3 lines to just show that this boat is made out of wood. Okay, so I'm going to try to draw that straight line again. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, that's step 7. So our boat is done. Very nice. So now the next step is we're going to be drawing Jesus holding on to the mast. So he's going to be standing up. So I want his head to be around here, right? Maybe the middle of his head, close to the bottom of the sail. So we're going to start out with a nice circle shape. So here's step 1. Okay, just try to draw a nice circle there. Step 2, let's draw the top of his hair. 3 is the 2 eyes. Step 4, let's give him a smiley face, which is very simple. Step 5, the beard. Okay. Now step 6, let's give him his body. 2 lines here, kind of at the bottom of the beard down this way, and bottom of the beard that way. So it should be pretty symmetrical. Okay, and I think we're on step 6. I'm going to draw the circle of his hand holding onto the mast right here. I'm just going to draw an oval circle shape right here. That's him holding onto the mast. And then I'm going to be drawing 2 lines of this next step. I think it's 7. 2 lines connecting his hand to his body. So that's his arm. Now we're going to be putting his other hand up here. I'm not sure if it specifies in the scriptures what he does to calm the sea. I think he just says, "Peace, be still." But in this interpretation, I'm just going to have him holding his hand up as he's saying that. So I'm just going to draw a circle for his hand. So I'm just imagining that he's raising his hand and saying, "Peace, be still" to the storm. Okay, so I think that was step 8, if I'm not wrong. And then step 9, I'm going to draw 2 lines back to his body. I drew that arm a little long, but it's okay. All right. Now I think that was 9. Now for 10, I'm going to finish his hair. So that's likely Jesus had long hair. So I'm going to finish his hair there, down to his arm, then over here. So I think that's step 10. And then step 11, I'm going to make his body show that he's wearing a robe. So I'm going to do 2 more lines, one right here, one right here. And then I believe we're on 12. I'm going to draw his belt or his sash. Okay, there we are. He is done. So now let's draw his apostles' or his disciples or apostles that were with him on the boat that were scared. And so they're just a couple steps. They're pretty easy. So we're going to draw 3 circles for the heads, but I'll do one at a time here. So let's see here. Well, let me see. I can do all 3 at a time. Let's do a head right here, one right here, and one right here. Okay. Let's give these all, so that's one step. Let's see the next step, step 2 in all these. Let's give them all bodies. So pretty simple, just 2 lines down going into the boat. They're sitting in the boat, he's standing, so they're a little bit lower. So now let's give all of them eyes. So the next step, give all of them eyes. Just little dots. They could be little ovals too. Now, Jesus isn't worried. He's not afraid at all, but they are afraid. They are afraid. So we're going to give them worried eyebrows. So let's do worried eyebrows slanting up. All right. Now we're going to give them some worried mouth shapes. So you could just draw an O. For the next step, you could go down like that. So they are worried. Now to make them a little bit different, I'm going to give one of them a beard. For the next step, I'm going to give him a beard, him some hair, and we'll keep him bald. And we'll give each of them, as the last step, we'll give each of them a little shirt line here. Okay, so that's that part. So we have Jesus and his apostles worried. So now let's draw the storm. So this next step, we're going to draw the water down below. Okay, so let's see here. So the wave of the sea. So we're gonna angle this actually a little bit, just to have it more dramatic. So I'm gonna make a loopy. What do you call this? I'm gonna do a frowny face and a smiley face shape, or a rainbow face shape and then a smiley face shape. It's just a curvy line, so just practice curvy lines where we're going to go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Let's go up 4 times, up and down 4 times. So ready? And we're going to cross this bow at the bottom of it at an angle. All right, because these waves are kind of crazy. So we're going to go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, so 4 times. So there's our water waves. And now we're going to draw some. Now, also, if you have a pencil, you could decide to erase this bottom part since it's underwater, but that's up to you. Now I'm going to draw some just water wave lines as the next step. We'll go 1, 2, 3, kind of like smiley face shapes. 1, 2, 3, and one right here. 1, 2, 3. All right, now I want to do some water splashing out. So to do water splashes, there's a few ways, but I'll just show you an easy way. We'll do a big teardrop shape. So what you do is you'll, the best way to explain this maybe is I'll just start and do half of it. So I'll just start going straight and then curve it at the end. See that? Now that's one step of doing it, and then the next step is I'm going to go back to that straight part, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to go straight out and then curve it. Okay, see that? So that's kind of the teardrop shape. And then after that, I'm going to do small teardrop shapes outside of that. So I'll do a few more with that process, starting at the point and going out. Draw some smaller ones. Another way to do this, which maybe is easier, actually the way I'll teach you this time is just draw 2 lines going out like that, and then draw a curve going out. So that's the easier way to do that actually. So now I'm going to do some more on this side. 2 lines going out and then curved. 2 lines going out, then curved. Now as this crosses over those boat lines, that's where you can erase with your pencil, but I can't erase with my marker here. So since the water's in front of that boat, I would erase those boat lines right there. And we'll do a couple more of these over here. But yeah, you always have the smaller ones out. The smaller pieces of water go faster, and so you do the smaller ones out. Okay, now let's draw some wind. So we're going to draw another curvy shape for the wind. So let's do a couple wind things here. This time we're going to go right to left instead of left to right. We're going to go up and down just 2 times. So up, down, up, down. Now, on this down one, I'm going to draw an extra little curvy thing here. So I'll show you. I'll just do a little curvy like that. All right? I'm going to do that a couple times. So I'm going to go up, down, and I'm going to finish it with the curve. I'll do one more down here. Up, down, and then end with a curvy. Okay, so there's our wind. Now we're going to draw some clouds. So it's about 4 or 5 steps for the clouds, and we'll have some thunder here. So first step, draw a straight line for the bottom of the cloud. Now we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and this last one we're going to connect it to the end of the bottom of the cloud, and 4. Okay, let's do that again over here. Straight line at the bottom, and we'll do 1. This time we'll just do 3. 1, 2, and 3. And now you can have as many different clouds as you want. You don't have to have 4 or 3 kind of billows at the top. But yeah, I just did 3 and 4. Now we're going to do some lightning. So for the lightning, it's just 3 steps. 1, and go back up. 2, and then 3. Okay, we'll do it again over here. 1, 2, 3. Also common in Harry Potter's little lightning symbol on his forehead. All right, so this is good. So this is how to draw the stormy sea. Now we're going to draw the calm sea. So just a minute. All right, so here's my reference for when I'm going to draw it. So I'm not going to show you the steps, or I'm not going to talk about the steps as I draw them too much this time, or I'm actually, at least I'm going to go a lot faster. Since I already showed you how to draw the boat, I'm just going to skip ahead to where we're drawing the new things. We're going to how to draw the apostles kind of rejoicing, the Savior happy, how to draw the sun and the birds there. It could be seagulls that are just relaxing. So let's do it again here. So again, we're going to do our straight line. I'm just going to go a little faster this time, since you've already seen most of this. Smiley face shape, almost like a watermelon. Now this time, what's different? Oh, sorry. Let me do the mast in the middle. I'm skipping steps already. Whoops. Okay. And then the triangle sail down. And my wood planks. 1, 2, 3. Now this one's not as nice as the other one, I think, but hey, it's all right. Now, instead of this crazy waves, the Savior has used his power and he's calmed these waves down. So now we're just going to do some calm, smiley face shaped waves. So let's do about 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll do 11 here. Actually 12, since there's 12 apostles and 12 tribes of Israel. So we'll do 12 there to make that. All right, so some nice waves there. Another couple more smiley face shaped waves here. We'll just do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 3 making it just like the Godhead, right? Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. 3. Now let's do Christ and his apostles all happy and rejoicing. So this time, yeah, the Savior's head's still up higher. So we're going to draw a circle shape for him. And we're going to do the top of his his hair. As usual is the next step. Okay, third step, instead of his eyes open, we're going to draw happy eyes. And to do happy eyes, you do a rainbow shape. Rainbow shaped eyes here. This is kind of just the happy eyes. Okay, we're going to draw a smiley face here, his open smiley face. And then we're going to draw another rainbow shape for his beard. All right, now this time he won't be holding the mast up higher. His hands are going to be a little bit lower. But still, we're going to put his arm down here. And whoops, I did skip a step. Sorry, the step before that was his body, so 2 lines going down. So very, very similar to what we did last time. And then the hand. Okay, and then 2 arms. 2 lines for the arms to connect is the next step. And we're going to do the same thing over here, except his hand won't be raised this time. His hand's going to be down here, so circle for his hand down there. And then the next step, 2 lines to connect his hands there. All right, and then very similar, or exactly the same as the last one. 2 lines going down there to show his robe, and then 2 more lines over here to show his sash or belt. And we did forget to do his hair, so after you do the arms, at any time after you do the arms, you can do his hair. So just 2 lines down for his hair. All right. Now, let's do the apostles' rejoicing. So again, let's do those similar steps where we do 3 circles for their heads. This time they're going to be a little higher. So, I don't think this sail is high enough, so I will have to draw them a little bit lower anyways, so it's okay. Let's do 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now let's give each of them smiley face eyes or smiling eyes by doing rainbow shapes. Rainbow shape eyes. They are thrilled. They are so happy. They're not scared anymore. Let's give them smiley faces. 1, 2. Just a straight line and then a smiley face shape to connect. Straight line, smiley face shape to connect. All right. Now 2 lines down for their bodies. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Awesome. Let's give them some necklines here. Now we're going to be doing them rejoicing. So for them to be rejoicing, let's do their hands all in the air. So circle here for him, circle here for him, and circle here for him. Okay? And I prefer to do that first because then we know where to connect the 2 lines. For the arms will connect. Okay, so now the next step will be 1, 2, just connecting all those hands to their bodies. Some of them, you can make them kind of curved. They can be straight. All right, they're rejoicing. Yeah! We're going to make these guys a little different. This guy had a beard, so we'll just do the beard line. This guy had hair. And this one was still bald. If you want, you can draw some excitement lines. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hooray! They are just absolutely thrilled. And let's draw our sun. Now, sun's pretty easy, just a circle. And you could just do lines around it. You could have it be a little more, if you want it more symmetrical or even, you would do above and below, left and right, and then in between these 2 places. Okay? And then last of all, we're just going to do our nice birds. So the birds, just imagine it as an M, but just kind of flat. So just 1, 2. That's one bird going that way. We'll have another one over here. 1, 2. They are relaxed. They are awesome. Doesn't that seem just, wouldn't you love to be there in that boat with the Savior and just nice, calm water? The birds flying in the sky, you hear them. The sun shining. So that's awesome. All right, so this is good. Those are the steps. And now I'm going to fast forward it and I'm going to color both of these. Now, before I start, and to make this an even more interesting art lesson, is I'm going to use cool colors for the storm and warm colors for the calmness. So for the warm colors, use red, orange, yellow, primarily red, orange, yellow. And for the cool colors, use green, blue, and purple for this. Now, as you speed it up, you'll see I'll mostly use green, blue, and purple for here, and then red, orange, and yellow. And you can mix a little bit of it, but you'll see. So, for example, like the water, the water is going to be more. The warm water is going to be more of a yellow blue, but the water in this is going to be more of a purple blue. And feel free to mix colors. You can use crayons or colored pencils. I'm going to use colored pencils, but crayons are awesome as well at mixing colors. So here we go. So as you can see, I used a lot of yellow and orange as a first pass. So I mean, obviously yellow in the sun, but as the sun is shining down on our people here, you can put some yellow. Don't be afraid to put some yellow, obviously on the highlights of the boat, of the sail, on all the people, really on everything. And you'll see as this turns out, it'll look good. So I just used red and yellow and orange. Now I'm gonna get some red and some browns here. We'll have his robe be red. Put a little bit in the boat a little bit. Maybe on the darker side. We'll put some browns in there too. Brown is simply a dark red anyways, or dark orange. Yeah, we could put some red. And if we really want to be fancy, we could also do some cool sunset thing. I guess fancier when we put the sun a little bit lower here, and we could do a really cool sunset. Maybe I'll do that for the next time. All right, now we have plenty of warm colors here, so now I'm going to pull out some more just neutral colors or even some cooler colors. So I'm going to get a brown. I'll put some brown in here for the mast. Maybe I'll put a little bit of brown, just very lightly. Maybe some shadow on the sail. The sail is mostly white, but put a little shadow there with some browns. The boat, I'm just going to put a little shadowy part here on the left and on the bottom. Highlight on the top and then right, and then some shadow on the left. Let's make another element to think of, and you'll see this in some famous paintings like Carl Bloch paintings, is he really likes to use the primary colors throughout the clothing. So let's do that. Let's make sure we do red, yellow, and blue, and then maybe green in these guys. So we got red, and so let's do someone to be blue, have a blue tunic. So maybe this guy over here. Let's make him blue. Yeah, you'll notice if a painting or a drawing has the primary colors in it and balanced, you'll notice it's very pleasing to look at. So we got blue. Let's do a green one. Over here, let's make him green. His tunic green. Looks like we forgot his hands too. Some more yellow in those hands. A little more yellow in his face. And let's see, we got red, yellow. I guess he can be, let's make him more yellow or orange here in his tunic. So let's just continue this. Make it more of a orangish yellow. Yeah, orange. Orange is good. And see this, to me, this has more balance, right? If we have these nice colors, differentiate those. This looks better when we have just some different colors that complement each other. Jesus likely probably had black hair, but we'll make it brown. We'll make all these guys' facial hair brown, just because. Okay. Let me make sure I color their necks with a little bit of an orange. Now, one thing, yeah, let me make Jesus' sash brown, and then the rest of them will be, maybe we'll do a little bit of brown as a shadow inside of his, maybe just a little bit of a shadow there. A little bit of a brown shadow on the left side of things. Put a shadow in a lot of places here. Okay. This one, I think, oh, we forgot the water. So like I said, let's do a little bit of, let's make this more of a yellow blue. Of course, yellow and blue make green. So it's going to be more of a green water. Again, if you have a pencil, if you've drawn in pencil, erase that bottom part. Yes, a little bit of water. You can also do the sky. To make this, like I said, if you put the sun down here, you could do a really cool sunset colors where, you start out with obviously yellow, but you could, yellow, go to orange, and then transition to orange to more pinks, and then as you go out here, go to more blues and purples. And having a sunset like that is really cool. Maybe I'll just do it real quick here. Just pretend I'll just make another sun down here. So let's just do the sun right here, and I'll do my lines again, and we'll just pretend there isn't a sun up there. And also let's pretend there are some clouds, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just pretend there's some clouds there. Some happy little clouds. Good old Bob Ross. Okay, now we're going to do that. We're going to do clouds on there. One, it's fun to see clouds, but two, it's just going to be, do another one over here. It's fun to see the colors kind of shine off. So I'm just going to pretend this sun doesn't exist, and I'll do some more. I'm just going to do some fun colors here because it's just going to make it more fun. So obviously, we got our yellows here, but let me just show you some fun things you can do here. And I'm going to put some yellows right on the side here. And likely it was, I guess maybe this whole thing happened at night anyways, but if it happened during the day and then there was a calm, it would probably be at the end of the day anyways, and so there'd be a, maybe there was a nice cool sunset. Okay, so now I'm going to press light. When you're coloring, it's best to start out soft. So just go really soft, and as you blend, blend the two colors together softly, and that'll just have more of a pleasing blend as you try to blend the two colors together. So this is going to be really fun because we also have this sunset. Okay, and then maybe go back into the yellow and color on the orange a little bit to try to get those colors to mix a little bit more. As you can see there, it's starting to mix. It's starting to give the illusion that it's light. So that's the sky mixing together. Go back to the orange. Okay, so now I'm going to, from the orange, I'm going to go to pink now. I'm going to go to a pink. So again, we're pretending that sun doesn't exist, but it's still there. Actually, this isn't on Earth. This is on, what is it, Tatooine with Luke Skywalker, where we had two sunsets. That's pretty funny. But no, this happened on Earth. Pretty amazing that Jesus was born on Earth. I mean, Jesus was God, the Son of God, but also God. He was Jehovah in the Old Testament times. Jesus created the earth. It's amazing that Jesus came to this earth. Honestly, I'm just amazed that he was born here. Out of all of his creations, you know, he came to this earth. So see how that pink, I think the pink is blending really nicely with that orange. Yeah, we're going to go pink. And then from here, let's do some purples. Let's do some purples going out from there. So we'll do some more pink over here. All right, now let's do some purples. Let's see how this is going to work. Oh, I do have a light purple. I'll go light purple first. Let's do light purple first. I'm just pressing softly. This is kind of hard. Just pressing soft and moving my arm. You get kind of a workout doing this. This is good though. It's good to get a workout. But yeah, I think this light purple is mixing pretty good with that pink. And then once you do some light purple, then we'll be able to transition to some darker purple. Yeah, I think my favorite part is just, I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up too good, but oops. And you'll make mistakes, right? Happy little mistakes. I really like that transition, you know. And then you can get transition to some darker purple. You can get some darker purple as you get out further. This will really make this piece of art really fun to do. And you can do this with paints, crayons, well, let's see, markers would be harder to blend, but you can still do it with markers. But crayon for sure, paints for sure, color pencil I like. All right, look at that, isn't that pretty? So now also on the shadow edge of these, let's do the light purple. Just give these kind of a little shadow on the other side. You could do a little blue too. A little bit of blue on that outside. But as a general rule, you know, do warm colors in the highlights and cool colors in the shadows. You don't always have to do that, but as a general rule, if you start doing that, you'll create some cool looking stuff with some cool colors that you may not have realized before. But look at that. Isn't that fun? Love that cloud. I mean, every day, I heard someone say, there was a quote from somewhere that says, you know, every day is God's masterpiece. If you look at the sky, I love watching the sky. If you look at the sky, there are so many cool cloud formations, so many cool colors. And it is just, it's breathtaking I love when storms come. See, this is the calm after a storm, and really the colors get so much better after a storm. On the sky, it's, you know, the pollution's blowed out. There's really cool clouds, and it's just beautiful. All right, isn't that nice? All right, I'm glad we did that. I'm glad we did that sunset. That makes it just a lot more fun. And if you wanted to, other steps, you could put some cool colors, like a blue or a purple, probably light purple or dark purple. You could put some of the purples in the shadows. But overall, you know, I did want this to be more of the warm colors. I mean, you can put some more, as a final pass, you can definitely splash a lot more yellows everywhere. Um, I mean, there's a lot of yellow with people and life, and the sun's shining. There's going to be some yellows. So, and it does brighten up your picture just to splash a bunch of yellow everywhere. So it is fun to do too. So, all right, now we're gonna. We see we did the joyful one first. At least we colored the joyful one. Now we're gonna do more of the dark and gloomy one next. But we'll use some of these same principles. So now let's go to the dark one. All right, so this one will be fun because we're gonna do some cool effects with these splash drops, and you can apply it to rain too. Now remember, we're gonna start out with the cool colors. So kind of green, blues, and purples first. But let me show you something that's really cool with a drop, and this is something my older brother taught me, is when you have a drop or a jewel, you have a highlight on it. And this is the similar thing when you have in your eye. In every person's eye, there's a little highlight. But you want to have the highlight at this end, but surrounding the highlight, you're going to have the darkest portion. So actually, I think I misplaced my dark blue, but I'll mix some purple in with it. But I want my darkest part of this drop surrounding that highlight. And so I'm gonna add some more purples in there surrounding it and make it nice and dark. And this is what nature does, but also if you do that, you'll just see the cool effect of it. So now I'm going to not color so dark. As I go away from that highlight, I'm going to make it a little bit lighter and lighter. All right, so you see that? It's going to make the effect of that look a lot more realistic and just really cool to look at. And I'm actually even transitioning to white. I'm going to leave part of this pointy end white, at least a little bit of it, just to show that effect that this is water. This is water and it reflects light. So you see that? Isn't that cool? I don't know if my hand was blocking that the whole time, but I think that's pretty cool. So let me do the highlights on the rest of these. And there's an opposition in all things. That's what makes life interesting and meaningful. If there was no opposite, then life would have no meaning. If there were no choices, it would be meaningless. Same goes with art. If there wasn't darkness and lightness, it wouldn't be interesting. All right, so those drops are there. I'm gonna color in some more blues and purples with everything. And let's see. Now, obviously, the lightning will color a light color, and we'll just kind of color over those a yellow. And make this lightning even more convincing, you could draw a second line. You don't have to do this, but I'll just show you. You can just kind of trace that same contour, and then at the end make it pointy. And then maybe you can do a little lip right there to have it come out of it. So I'll do it for this other one too. We'll do 2 lips on that one. Just for coloring's sake, we'll make it maybe a little more interesting to color if it's a big lightning. All right, now I'm gonna draw a little bit of. Actually, no. I said I'd do this cool colors. Now I'm gonna instead of yellow being the highlight, I'm gonna make it a green. Okay, green's gonna highlight this because the lightning's flashing. Green is more of a cooler color than yellow, and so I'm gonna highlight things in the green. Interesting, huh? You probably have never highlighted something with green. with green light. But if you see, other movies or illustrations, you'll see when at nighttime, they will use green as a highlight. Recently I saw this movie. I wish I could tell you what it was called, but it was on Netflix. It was an animated, 3D animated movie. And the main character was darkness. And there was this boy that was afraid of the dark. Anyway, it was actually a dad telling a story of how he was afraid as a kid. But then the main character is darkness. There's darkness and light. So I thought that was interesting. But if I were to go back in that movie, we would probably see in those nighttime scenes, there's some greens in there. And it looks yellow here, but on my end it looks green. Maybe I'll add some more darker green to it just to make sure that we're focused on green here. So yeah, green's in the highlights, or at least the highlight area. And we're going to do some cool purples too in the shadows, a lot more purples. And what's interesting, you don't get normal colors at nighttime. I mean, if you, at nighttime, a lot of the colors just kind of go away because there's not that light, there's not that lightness to color everything. And so there's a lot less color at nighttime. So that's why we're actually putting green on a lot of this, because we don't have to, and it's just not, it's not realistic, but also it's more dramatic and interesting to not try to color everything as bright and cheery as we saw at the daytime. So now we've got to put green. Let's put some more green on this boat. And let's transition to some purples here. So let me get my, let's go light purple. Generally speaking, you want to go light to dark. So I don't have any grays, but if I had some gray, maybe we'd make this more gray. I'm going to color in this sail just a little bit. Trying to do more of a, anyway, that purple mixed with the green kind of makes it gray. All right, put some purple here. That's honestly making a brown. That's kind of funny. Purple mixed with the green is making that masked brown, which is brown anyways. Okay, I'll put some of those purples here. This is looking a little funky, but I think you're gonna like it when it's over. It's kind of interesting. We had all our fun with the nice colors in the other one, so we got to go dark and moody in this one to have the contrast. Let's go with the dark. No, I bet you would never do it like this. Oh, whoops, I bet you hear my son crying. I got to go help him. All right, I'm back. But yeah, sometimes the kids get in little fights. It's just normal. I got 4 kids, and so I'm gonna do a light blue, and they're all young. They're all under 10 years old. So I'm gonna do a highlight on the top. I'm gonna do some lighter blue on the top, and then we'll do some darker blue on the bottom, and some purples in the water. Again, if you have a pencil, feel free to erase those boat lines that are under the water. Okay, so I'm going to do some of this lighter blue. And honestly, you know what I didn't even think of too much, which is I should have Here, let me do it. I got to turn the volume up. Is that good? All right. Now, what I should have done is leave some space. That's what I did, Peter. Let's see. Let me do it a little higher. Is that better? All right. Now, what we should have done is we need to leave some space for some some white highlights. So I'll leave that. There's a highlight there. Just like we did for the drops, we want to put some highlight in there that's white because it's water and it reflects light. So just what should we do? I think just maybe do some like little shapes that are there left uncolored, and then on the let's see here, under this wave, maybe under this wave we'll do some more highlights. So let's see here. But if I had to do it over again, I think I'd leave part of the top of this wave, maybe the left side, white. So I'll try to do better in the next one. On the top of these, let's let the left side be a little white. I don't know if you've kind of seen what I'm doing there, but the left side of that top of that wave, let that be white to have a little bit of a highlight. We'll do it on this one too. We'll block out the left side, block out the left side of those little water waves. Okay, I'll do the same thing over here. Left side, a little banana shape highlight on the left of those little waves. Okay, I hope you can kind of see some of what I was trying to do there. But let's see if we could do some of the highlighting with, I don't like those. Color those in. Maybe I can do some of that with the darks. So let me get the dark purple out, and I'm gonna put some shadows in this thing. So I'm gonna try to have the highlight on the top and on the left of these waves. You see what I'm trying to do there? Have the highlight on the left, the top left of those. Okay, and then again over here, leave that top left portion for some highlights. All right, yeah, you see that better there? I think I'm liking that now. Okay, and then we'll do a similar thing with these little waves. We're gonna put the darks on the right side and leave the left part of those so they have a little highlight. Just looks more like water if you give it a little highlight. There we go. I'm liking that. All right, and then I'm gonna put color this in here. Alrighty. All right, so now let's. I think the water's looking good. Let's color out more of these guys. So I'm going to put more of this dark purple in the boat here. I feel like it's a little too light. This is a darkness, so I'm going to put some more darks in the on the darker part of these boats. And really, maybe we just need a big pass of blue on this. And take my blue. Again, I don't have a dark blue, so I'm just going to take a pass of blue and kind of shade it over everything here. I think this is just looking a little too light. Make everything almost a blue here. Similar thing to what I was doing with the yellow, right? In the daytime one, I was putting a pass of yellow over everything. Now I'm going to kind of put a pass of blue over this. Okay. And we could put some browns in this, obviously, because it is a boat. We could put a few browns in there, in the darker parts. Yeah, this is some more interesting colors in the nighttime here. All right, now I'm going to put some browns. I'll put some browns over here because his robe was a red during the daytime, but at nighttime that red is going to look that at nighttime that red's going to look brown or dark. We'll do some purples in the shadows here. Some purples in the shadows over here. Okay, I'm going to put some purples again. I'll put some more browns in that, but I want to get some purples in there. Well, I have it. Some more browns in the facial hair. Some browns in the shadows. And I believe his was blue, right? So his tunic was blue. We'll definitely make it blue. We'll make it a dark blue. Let's see, his was an orange. So his will also be kind of a brown, dark. His is green, so we'll make it dark green. I do have dark green. Still have some balance there with the colors. Okay, let me color in more of their facial hair. Now again, I'm avoiding, I'll put a little bit of warm colors in there, but I'm avoiding the warm colors because I just want this to be more moody and dramatic. His hair there. Maybe some more purple in his hair. All right, now I haven't colored their skin yet. Let me color some more shadows with the purple. Here, shadows purple on basically everything. And I'll put some more purple darkness in these water droplets. Oh no, I accidentally colored those white highlights. Didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna put some more of that dark purple surrounding those highlights to make these water droplets pop. Those sure are fun. Okay, now let's see here. Let's do the skin of these guys. I'm going to very lightly color over it with purple, just a little bit. Maybe you think I'm crazy for doing that, but sometimes this is just an experiment. Color lightly in case you don't like it that much. That way it won't be as intense. Maybe very lightly we'll put a little orange in there. Just a little bit though. We don't want too much cheeriness in there. Just a tad bit of orange. Yes? I can in a minute. Put a little bit of orange everywhere. Just. All right. Now, I think that's looking all right. Now we're going to do, let's finish these clouds up. These clouds are going to be fun. Let's do some light purple over here. And we're going to leave some nice space for some darkness on the edge of those. Okay, I'm going to get my dark purple, and we'll do a little blendy blend. Blend some of those colors in there. Oh yeah, those are cool. Yeah, he's in here with me. He's okay. I don't know. Let me know what you think of these. Let me know what you think of these clouds. I like them. If you look at storm clouds, I mean, especially when there's like a storm, there's some crazy colors. Especially when there's like electricity and stuff, there's some crazy colors. All right, so I think that's looking pretty good. So now we got to figure out what we're going to do with the sky. If we want to do a sky, I mean, everything's kind of dark. We could do maybe we'll do a mix of what do we do? We'll do a mix of dark purple and light purple. Let me just do a pass of let me do a pass of light purple first, and we'll see what it looks like. And maybe at the end we'll put some more highlights around the Savior, because he's the light that shines the darkness, right? He's the light. And we'll put some, maybe we'll leave some space here for some highlight around the, yeah, Lily? No, he's staying in with me for a little bit, okay? Because he's busy. All right, just a sec. All right. A little bit of drama with the kids there, but it's all right. Okay. So this is looking pretty good. So now let's do some, I want to do some darker purple. So in this case, since clouds are everywhere, let's have the light source. I mean, obviously the lightning's some light source, but let's have the Savior be a light source. And so we'll have everything kind of surrounding him. The light is here, and we'll have some of the shadows in the background go out in the edges. So there's our wind. Just do another pass. This is all just a light purple / dark pink. So now let's get our darker purple, and let's do the. Or this is a dark purple. Looks like a dark blue. Yep, just a minute, Lily. So we're gonna do some darker purples on the edges here. Blend those in a little bit. All right. Some of these darker purples over there on the edges. Yeah, we want to make this to be dramatic and interesting. The more dramatic, the more impactful it'll be. So yeah, we're going to have on the edges that darkness there, surrounding its darkness, but yeah, the Savior, he's the light. He's the light of the world. So, there's some more darkness in the thing right here. Yeah, have some fun with this. Hope you had fun. If you do this, follow along. I think it is fun. And then surrounding the Savior, let's put some more lightness. So let's put a little bit of green surrounding him, and we might even put some more yellows too. A little bit of green. This green even more looks yellow. We'll have his. I mean, it's his power that's going out anyway, so we'll put a little highlight around him. Maybe we'll make his hand kind of powerful there. I'm just pressing lightly. But yeah, I think this is good to go. This is obviously, if you were to do this with paints or crayon, very similar. And definitely, if you were to make this more of a realistic one, just use these same colors and you'll get a really cool effect. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this one. I definitely enjoyed coloring it. And feel free to subscribe if you would like to see more of these videos. And the website is believerbooks.org. If you want to see some of the books I've made, or there's other books too that are linked there. Like there's some good Christian books I've linked that I found from other people. So check it out at believerbooks.org. Have a parent look at it. Believer Books. Yeah, I'm just going to be mixing a little bit more here. I mean, you could spend forever on this, but it sure is fun to mix colors. And the secret is just pressing lightly. If you're doing color pencil, just press lightly to begin with, you know. Press light, and then you can go darker later. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one, and thank you very much. Have a good one.